Eala reaches Guadalajara 125 quarterfinals after victory over Varvara Lepchenko. The Filipina tennis star is now set to face Nicole Fossa-Huergo in the quarterfinals. Filipina tennis star Eala has advanced to the quarterfinals of the Guadalajara 125 Open in Mexico after a hard-fought, two-day match against veteran Varvara Lepchenko. The match, which was suspended on Thursday due to rain, resumed early Friday morning, with Eala securing the victory in a tense third set, 6-3, 7, 7-6, 3, 6-3. The win marks a significant milestone for the 20-year-old Eala, as it's her first time reaching the quarterfinals of a WTA event since her impressive run to the finals in Eastbourne last June. When play resumed, Eala was ahead 3-2 in the final set. She quickly broke Lepchenko's serve and held her own, giving her a critical 5-2 lead. Despite Lepchenko's best efforts to stay in the match by winning the next game, Eala powered through, sealing the win with a powerful two-handed backhand winner. The first two sets, played on Thursday, were incredibly close, with both going to a tiebreaker. Lepchenko took the first set, but Eala came back to win the second, forcing the decisive third set. Eala is now set to face Nicole Fossa-Huergo of Italy in the quarterfinals. The victory not only shows Eala's resilience but also her ability to compete against more experienced players, like the 39-year-old Lepchenko. In the dusky glow of early morning lights, the hardcourt in Zapopan lay waiting, its surface polished by rain, its lines sharp, its promise raw. A match long suspended was to resume, a duel of wills between youth and experience, Eala versus the seasoned Varvara Lepchenko. The elements conspired, halting play mid-thrill. Thunderclouds rolled overhead, and every raindrop that fell seemed to whisper, "Pause, breathe, build tension." When play resumed at dawn, the air crackled with gritty possibility. Alex, the lean lefty from the Philippines, carried momentum like fire in her veins. At 20, she had already carried the weight of aspirations, of being the first Filipina among the elites, carving her name into tennis's global script. Yet, nothing speaks louder than the poetry of a comeback. The first set had slipped through her fingers, a grueling 9-7 tiebreak that seemed to stretch across epochs. But Alex breathed. She reset. Her second serve steadied, her backhand sharpened, and she held her nerve in another tight tiebreak to force the decider. Youth and resolve intertwined as she pushed, point by determined point, through the echoing silence of waiting crowds. Then came the breaking of serve, the pivotal moment, 5-2. She held her ground, each stroke crisp, each movement composed. In 3 hours and 5 minutes, past tiebreaks and a day-long rain interlude, she sealed the win with a two-handed backhand winner. The scoreboard read 6-7, 3, 7-6, 3, 6-3, but the real score was grit, heart, and unyielding spirit. This victory wasn't just about advancing to the quarterfinals. It was a statement. It was youth refusing to bow to age and experience. It was resilience emerging from the storm. Alex had battled through, not just her opponent but time and temperament. With this win, she steps into her first WTA quarterfinal since her historic finals run at Eastbourne in June, the first ever for any Filipino player. The stage is set for another ascendance, a masterclass in mental fortitude, 2 tightly contested tiebreak sets, a rain delay, a match spanning 2 days. Yet Alex remained undimmed. Her resilience became her power, reshaping the narrative of the match itself, a bridge between triumphs. Her Eastbourne final run in June had already made history now. In Guadalajara, she reaffirmed her trajectory upward, with another fight back that announced her presence in the global arena. A legacy embodied in motion. This isn't merely a quarterfinal berth. It is the embodiment of generational change, a moment when Tagalog-speaking fans saw an indomitable spirit echoing across hardcourts in Mexico. Having conquered Lepchenko, Alex now faces another formidable challenger, Italy's Nicole Fossa-Huergo, in the quarterfinals. Her quest continues, just 3 wins shy of the title. Her journey reminds us, in sport, as in life, it's not always the triumphs themselves but the manner of their unfolding, through resistance, adaptation, and relentless belief, that transforms a win into inspiration. Beneath the canopy of gray skies in Zapopan, Mexico, the tennis court lay hushed, a silent battleground carved for a duel that would stretch beyond rackets and rallies, morphing into a tale of resilience, artistry, and burgeoning legacy. Rain had interrupted, but could it silence Eala? At 20 years old, The Filipina left-hander had already rewritten the script for her nation, breaking into the WTA Top 100, reaching a WTA Tour final in Eastbourne, and sparking dreams for countless Filipino fans. Yet here she stood again, checkpoint at hand, ready to assert herself once more. Her campaign in Guadalajara began with authority. She dismantled Ann Hotono in straight sets, 6-2, 6-2, in just over an hour. It was a reminder. Consistency is built on Eala dominance, on confident ground. But her next opponent was no ordinary name. Varvara Lepchenko, a seasoned veteran at 39, offered experience and endurance, the kind that tests a young player not just physically, but mentally. Their round of 16 encounter would prove transformative. The match erupted like a storm, first with lead-off fireworks. Eala bolted to a 4-1 lead in the opening set, only to see Lepchenko rally, take hold, and close it out in a grueling tiebreak, 7-3, 6-3. Still, she was not broken. The second set mirrored the first in intensity, back and forth, fierce strokes ripping across the net, neither yielding. Eventually, Eala forced a second tiebreak and seized her chance, claiming it 7-3, 6-3, rewriting the narrative with grit and precision as she served for the final set. Clouds broke open. Rain interrupted at 3-2. Third set. 2 days of waiting, of anticipation suspended mid-air. Morning arrived with the echo of drips and the promise of conclusion. Play resumed with unspoken purpose. After just 9 minutes, Eala grabbed 2 critical games, breaking Lepchenko and then holding serve, staking a commanding 5-2 lead despite Lepchenko's fightback. Eala's resolve held. In the third hour, with the scoreboard inching toward euphoria, she slammed a 2-handed backhand winner. Victory carved in clay and conviction. The final line, 6-7, 3, 7-6, 3, 6-3. It wasn't just a win. It was a statement. Youth confronting experience, composure meeting chaos, dreams fed by discipline. For Eala, it marked her first quarterfinal at a WTA event since her Eastbourne final. This feat became part of a larger story. A Filipino athlete refusing to be defined by limits, shaping her path with every fierce retain, every rallied point. Her victory also set up a clash with Nicole Fossa-Wergo of Italy. A fresh challenge, another chapter to come. Resilience embodied. 2 grueling tiebreaks, a rain-delayed finish, yet she emerged undeterred. Generational shift, youth, embodied by Alex, confronting a veteran steady hand, narrative emotion. National pride realized, another milestone for the Philippines in international tennis. Her journey is both personal and collective. Momentum, not luck, a dominant debut, a fierce comeback, and now onward. Her story is not built on chance but choice. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.